Hey everybody! Today we will examine the stages one goes through when they get the red pill rage. It is expressed that there are 5 phases of lamenting: disavowal, outrage, dealing, misery, and acknowledgement. However, I can't help suspecting that these are basically the same as becoming red-pilled, thus, perhaps scoping the red pill is really a type of lamenting. But lamenting for what? For what reason is it so challenging for us to throw away the heartful ideas that we have about ladies? Number 1. Refusal. We as a whole realize the refusal stage. We allude to individuals in this stage as blue pillers. We've all been there, and we have made it happen. This isn't news. Number 2. Outrage. Managing one misfortune can be obliterating. Managing 2 at the same time can turn out to be absolutely overpowering, prompting what we allude to as red pill rage, the indignation stage. Number 3. Martyring. For what reason am I so furious when others appear to be floating through life? Perhaps I misunderstand something. At the point when you become familiar with reality with regards to female nature, you flip between the resentment and bartering stages until you come to the downturn stage. Number 4. Despondency. You say it's really quite a lot. I can't get a handle on everything. There are an excessive number of questions. Number 5. Acknowledgement. When you acknowledge that it's everything past you, then you can continue on. You fail to think often about the blue pill seeds that were so imbued into you while you were developing. Notwithstanding, there is one level missing from this movement. After acknowledgement comes joy. I'm not talking here of the short-lived sensation of having a great time. That is all fine and well and ought to be searched out and exploited. I'm discussing genuine bliss, the sort that mainly comes through satisfaction. That internal sensation of knowing yourself, what you deeply desire with practical assumptions, and pushing ahead with the information that nobody can gauge your inward harmony, essentially not for a really long time. Society detests us since we found that internal harmony, they even have disparaging terms for us, for example vain. Why would that be a slanderous term? Since they mean it accordingly and inexplicably. Do you, our kindred individuals, relate to any of these stages? Assuming you feel caught in any of the prior stages, realize that this will pass and you will get to the last phase of genuine satisfaction. That is if only you let yourself. It depends on you. While the 5 phases of lamenting are really a decent beginning stage, they don't depict what befell me in the request that they're introduced. The principal stage was cognizant acknowledgement of the red pill. It was practically prompt, and I comprehended reality like I've been struck by lightning. Just later did I go into my psyche dealing stage that began around 8 to 9 months after, where I began dating once more. This stage went on for the rest of 2015 and early 2016. Then I went through another red pilling process where I understood I could either stay a simpleton in adoration or free my psyche. Be that as it may, I was unable to do both. That is additionally when I went through an outrage stage that was multiple times more serious than the underlying smidgen of outrage that I felt when I originally found MGTOW. How I managed that underlying connections was diving profound into the topic. I didn't get discouraged by any means, and I never truly had a forswearing or sorrow stage. Don't get discouraged on the off chance that you've had loads of recollections and encounters from past connections. I don't completely accept that there was actually any refusal for me since I gulped other red pills before this one. The first made me discouraged, but you don't have to get discouraged. However, you really want to dive into the topic and consume as much as you can. Then make your own on the off chance that you feel so slanted. I see melancholy subsequent to accepting the red pill as a mourning for the individual who used to be as opposed to praising the individual that you've recently become. It was acknowledgement, subliminal dealing followed by outrage, and afterward at last satisfaction. About satisfaction, you can't carry on with your life in unending joy. The framework abhors us for that. We are free in light of the fact that we are content men who don't really consume modest tchotchkes and cooch. We will not stray into the red to pay for a lady. With respect to the red pill rage stages, I like to split it up in the red pill rage stage 1.0 and 2.0. There is a cognizant consuming and grasping about female nature. However, your psyche will in any case need to get into those women's backs. The main red pill rage is for your cognizant brain, and the subsequent one is for your psyche. Bartering is your psyche mind and cognizant brain grappling with each other for what's best for every one of them freely. It's just when the 2 personalities are in total agreement and acknowledge female nature that you at last get some degree of harmony and satisfaction. The main red pill rage is simple. The subsequent one is hard in light of the fact that you need to lash out at yourself for consistently placing yourself in a circumstance or ladies misuse you genuinely for consideration and love. In the end, when you contact that chest oven too often and get scorched, your psyche mind at long last says enough. That is that second red pill rage. That's it for today. Don't forget to smash the like button the way that once you go through the second red pill rage stage, you'll no longer want to smash anyone. Bang the bell and thanks for taking your daily dose of red pills. Remember, a red pill a day keeps the guys that go through all 5 stages of the grief cycle every time they swallow a different red pill away. So enjoy the rest of your day and cheers.